Welcome again to Geon Consulting. My name is Abhijit Kirkar, and we specialize in helping companies to structure their value models, business models, and ecosystems, or VBE in short. In this video, we look at the evolution focus of your business and how you should look at your VBE model. Every business has its own VBE model, and in recent times, the pace of change has been very rapid. This has resulted in shorter lifespans for products and companies. Companies are now forced to rethink their value, and this is where the VBE model becomes critical. Companies can use VBE models in different ways. One is to build stable revenue streams by building the value model, business model, and the ecosystem for your company's products and services. As a way to gain market share, VBE is also very useful for introducing new concepts in the market like artificial intelligence, electric cars, or repositioning value in old industries. In short, VBE model is applicable for all businesses, irrespective of size. So let's look at the evolution focus of your business. We need to follow certain principles when we build VBE models. We have 8 principles which can guide you in your thinking when you build VBE models. The first principle is no business is alone. It is always a transaction. The second principle is no business is forever. It transforms. The third principle is your ecosystem is continuously changing and you need to adjust your value model and business model to the changed ecosystem. The fourth principle is technology and other paradigms can enable a value shift and suddenly change the whole VBE models. Be on the lookout for these technology and paradigm shifts. This shift could be viewed as an opportunity or a threat. An opportunity if you have a mindset of disrupting markets like Apple or Google, or a threat if you're trying to defend your existing business model, like what Nokia did with its mobile phone business. The fifth principle is understanding your value shift factors. Where is your value shifting? How will it shift? How soon will it shift? Based on that, structure your business model and ecosystem. Sixth is work with what you can control. And seventh is work towards what is possible. And finally, we come to the most important principle. Keep an open mind. Take inputs from as many diverse sources as possible. Do not go by your presumptions and ask the right questions. The eighth principle is perhaps the most important principle. So let's take a short diversion to see what models were used for analysis in earlier era, when the markets were long-term. You must have seen Porter's 5 forces model, and this was used in earlier days when the industry was more static and your market continued for decades. It was assumed that only 4 external parameters changed and the central circle, the industry itself, was static. You cannot use it today as the industry itself is changing. You have no control over most of the external factors in the traditional role as suppliers and buyers. Today's role is more ecosystems and collaborators and buyers. This model looks at a relatively static industry. The VBE model follows industry value. The VBE model is for dynamic markets where value is changing. The VBE model focuses on value and follows the value. Now the VBE model is used when there is new technology being used or change in the industry dynamics are fast, like the tech industry, or in industries having many dependencies. The VBE model generally follows a curve as shown, with the x-axis being time and y-axis being value or revenues. But it may be any shape. There is an ascending phase in the model when it grows and brings in value and revenues, and a phase in the model when the revenues decline. There are also businesses where no VBE model is required, businesses which are direct, like commodity products or essential goods, like food or local travel. When the value and revenue in a VBE model changes, the industry value shifts and the industry transforms to a new value model shown by the green color value model. The value of an existing model can reduce. Think of most items where you have commoditized products, or it could disappear overnight. Think of pagers or fax machines, or it could increase in value. This generally is very rare. Now, let's look at the dynamics here. The companies in the red oval represent companies that are on the declining part of an existing value model. The companies in the blue oval are on the ascending part of a new value model. The companies in the green oval are on the plateauing part of a new value model. And the companies in the yellow oval have peaked with their existing value model, and there is a high probability that the value model will decline. Now, let's look at companies which don't change value models. Blockbuster, Nokia phones, Radio Shack, Kodak, Sears. Their business disappeared. Now let's look at companies in the red oval. Dell, Facebook, IFS, SAP, Nokia equipment business, telecommunication equipment business, General Electric, and IBM. These companies in the red oval represent companies which are standing on their existing VBEs and selling products and services. So General Electric sold gas turbines and did not follow the gas turbines value model, which changed due to a push towards renewables and other factors. They then tried to sell GE digital services in a manner similar to their industrial services without getting a clear picture of their new target VBE model. The result was that General Electric digital business never took off. Similar is the case with SAP and also IBM, which is trying to sell Watson AI in a manner similar to their IT services. Or Nokia, the remainder from phones, which sells 5G telecom equipment, and they also have a diminishing value with their connectivity business model. Same is the case with Dell or Facebook, which have not innovated on their VBEs. Next, we look at companies in the blue oval, Netflix and Microsoft. Both these companies have left their old VBEs and shifted to new VBEs. Microsoft from Office and desktop software to the cloud, and Netflix from DVD rentals to streaming. and both are in ascendancy in the new VBEs. Next, we come to the green oval where we have Toyota, Tesla, who are both in ascendancy with their latest VBE model. Toyota was first in the automotive industry to shift to hybrids with Prius and now moves to electric cars. And Tesla virtually started the new VBE ecosystem with electric cars. Salesforce came from the Oracle world and saw a new VBE in internet-enabled software as a service model. Next, in the yellow oval, are companies at the top in their existing VBE models and whose models will start to give a diminishing return soon. Take Apple. After Steve Jobs innovated on iTunes and app stores, there have been cosmetic changes and technical upgrades to their phones, like better cameras and faster connectivity, but there has been no innovation on the VBE front. Similarly with Google in search and Amazon in selling, who are today at the top of their respective value model. Though here we consider Amazon's sales business and not AWS. If you consider AWS, they have already moved to the new value model. As we see, value changes over time, and then it's time to shift to a new VBE model. VBE is affected by a lot of factors, and in your specific company case, there could be other factors which affect your VBE model. Now, what we have done here is we have assigned a color to each factor. We want to demonstrate how the future VBEs are affected. Now imagine the glass of water represents your existing business model. Now, depending on what factors will affect your business model in the future, you start structuring your VBE model. So adding demographic change or the color changes the color of my future VBE. But you get the concept. You can structure your future VBE based on different parameters specific to your business. Another way of looking at VBE is to look at it through the time angle. For example, renewables and recycling and sharing may play an important role in your customers' decision making in the future. It may also mean that demand for mining companies, utility companies, and steel companies may go down. In the VBE model, you take patterns which you can foresee today, unforeseen events like the coronavirus, because of which demand for oil went down, cannot be taken, as they are not known when you structure your value model. Different sectors would be affected differently. You have examples of companies who did not monitor their VBE models or where they were headed, as happened with General Electric in the turbines business. They never looked at what was happening in the external world of renewables to see that the demand for their turbines would go down. Nokia in the standalone phones without an ecosystem, again did not see their value model changing. They just had to switch to a phones with a VBE model, not necessarily to an apps ecosystem, but there are other ecosystem drivers like telecom operators who have identities, and it could have given Apple and Android a tough competition and emerged as the number one ecosystem. Instead, they went with the Microsoft ecosystem, which was a me too of the Apple and Android ecosystem. Which brings us to another factor in developing VBE models. VBE models succeed when they are unique and not copycats. A third similar ecosystem will not work, but a different value and ecosystem with telcos could have worked and may still work. Now let's look at companies which do not consider their VBE model. We consider two examples, GE Digital and IBM Watson, and of what happens when you develop great technology without a VBE model for customer adoption. The products just didn't take off in spite of having good technology. But you need to move from generic to specific factors that could affect your business when structuring future VBEs. Some patterns are clear today, and you can put two and two together to arrive at future VBEs. The correlation and observation of patterns between two unconnected areas is crucial when building VBE models. The first example of a company which worked on a specific VBE model is of Apple in the year 1999. They looked at the industry and piracy, and Hitachi, which had developed a hard disk drive for storage up to 4 GB. They put two and two together and came up with the iTunes platform. Apple transformed by specifically focusing on the issue of music when it made the iPod, and took Apple from a declining curve in 1998 to a ascending curve in 2002. Another example is Toyota, which early on saw the departure from fossil fuels cars and started the transition early on with the Toyota Prius to electric cars. But Tesla has done a one-up on Toyota by coming up with a totally electric car. Is this electric VBE model complete? No, it has a long way to go. Coming to our eighth rule of VBE model, of take an open mind with no presumptions and ask the right questions. What are electric cars competing with? What are the dependencies for electric car? Charging stations. Are there enough charging stations available like petrol stations are there today? Charging time. It takes me 5 minutes to fill petrol in my car. What time does it take me to charge? Charging points. Residential complexes don't have charging points. Can this compensate for the large charging time on the go? What about the sharing economy? Solar energy is free. Utility companies have an opportunity to charge car in residential complexes. Shopping malls can have customers charge cars to maximize customer time in their complexes. So how should we structure our VBE model? So how will the electric car market in 2030 look like? Perhaps like this, where there could be another car maker larger than Tesla and Toyota. Putting two and two together from patterns already seen in adjacent and unconnected industries is one of the key to building a successful VBE model. Same with AI and IoT, which are technologies in search of a VBE model. The VBE formula works a bit different from mathematics. Now, summing it up, you understand your today's value model, business model, and ecosystem. You then analyze your future VBE based on possibilities specific to your area. After which you define the future VBE, which is possible, and the work to be done to achieve that using the 8 principles of VBE structuring. Above all, with VBE models, be humble and think different. For questions, write to us at info@geonconsulting.com. Thank you.